Hello, everyone. My name is Man. I'm a peer mentor with the College of Education's SSAC, the Student Success Advising Center, formerly known as TPAC, the Teacher Preparation Advising Center. Here, I'm just going to show you how to log your fieldwork hours / clinical practice on MyCED itself. After you log into MyCED with your SSO with Cal State Long Beach, you want to click on your fieldwork / clinical practice page. Here, you want to click on the particular class that needs these fieldwork hours in the first place. This might depend. This might be an EDSS class. It might be an EDEL class. Whichever class that requires fieldwork, you would click on that particular tab. Now it's going to take you to the summary page. Of course, for this particular class, you want 35 hours logged and approved by the end of the semester. But before you even start going to the activity log, if it even appears, you need to upload your TB test and your CTC clearance and make sure they are approved before you even start doing any kind of field work or even stepping onto a school campus of any kind. After they have been approved, then you can start logging your hours on your activity log. Now, before we even start logging, every single credential program is going to go through the same process. You would log every single time you do observation hours. So day 1, you do 5 hours. Day 2, you would do 5 hours. Okay? And then towards the middle or perhaps the end of the semester or whenever you have accumulated a decent amount of hours from a particular teacher, then you would actually click the send link mail. But more of that later. Now let's really start getting into logging. Here it's going to ask for some details regarding what you did, when you did it, where you did it for this particular thing. For instance, I would be doing observation hours on the 3rd of September, for instance, and then you would click on the particular school, district, or school itself that you did your observation hours for. In terms of district or community partner, they must be an approved and official ally of Cal State Long Beach, so to speak. We must have an agreement with them for you to even start doing fieldwork hours there. You can see the entire list on our website or through the OCP list of fieldwork sites. But besides that, after clicking on your district of choice, you want to click on the particular school you went to, if there are many, many schools under this particular district. And then you would click on the next tab, Community Site Supervisor / Demonstration Teacher, and you would insert whichever teacher you observe. If your teacher does not appear, have no fear, we have another option for that. So you would jot down their name and their email in these respective fields if they, of course, do not appear under the initial click, so to speak. After doing that, you would, of course, jot down how many hours you were there for. And if you were there for a segment of an hour, you would click on these respective numbers and we would put them under the segment section. Now, for the description of activities and reflection, usually they would ask for you to do a 1 to 2 sentence summary of whichever you did there, what you observed, whatever you did there, of course, and what was there to even look at. Now, depending on your professor, instructor for your class that requires fieldwork hours and whatnot, they might have something different. They might require you to have a particular focus on each and every single observation session. So you would, of course, follow their instructions for this particular section. After you have gone through all of that, you would click Save. And then, first of all, this is the send mail link that I was mentioning earlier. Once you have accumulated a sizable amount of fieldwork hours, perhaps at the middle or the end of the semester, or perhaps earlier in the semester, if you really got your fieldwork hours down real quick, then you would click the send mail link. You want to do this because if you were to click send mail each and every single time you log, it would be a bit of an inbox nightmare. So you want to accumulate a sizable amount first, then click the send mail link, and it will send all the hours associated with this particular teacher or whichever particular teacher you wrote down. If you had observation hours with another teacher, you would put their respective name on another log, and you would click send mail on their end as well. Okay? Now, after you have a bunch of similarly looking buttons like this, perhaps 20 something hours, 30 something hours, then you would click on it and send mail. Okay. Now, again, you want to do an observation log, an activity log every single time you do an observation session. And then once you've accumulated all that stuff, then you would click send mail. Now, of course, I hope this was of great help to any and all who view this here video. If you desire more help, perhaps in person, feel free to visit us peer mentors. We are located in EED 67 within the Student Engagement Center, the SEC. My office hours, in particular for fieldwork observation logging and whatnot, are going to be Thursdays from 3 to 4 p.m. Feel free to come in if you have any questions, even if it does not pertain particularly to the logging process of fieldwork hours. Again, I hope this helps a lot, and until next time, all right? Ciao.